What's up, magical people? Welcome back to Your Most Magical Life. I'm Mia Magik, and today I wanted to share some really valuable information with you on how to stay centered even when the world and your life is chaotic, how to deal with anxiety and overwhelm, how to really come home to yourself and create inner peace that then ripples out into the world and creates peace in our surroundings and in our reality, and some really powerful mindset shifts that you can use to relate to the language of the universe and communicate in return that are so incredibly transformative. The law of correspondence, which is a universal law, the as above, so below, has been one of the most impactful parts of my journey and is in fact what my entire book is an exploration of, intuition. So I really want to support you all while the world is in massive chaos and fear and doubt and concern and worry, and to support you in creating a little bit more joy and peace and ease and trust and flow during a time that can feel really dark and scary. So first and foremost, let's talk a little bit about what it means as above, so below. This is really an opportunity in the particular scenario that we're experiencing right now in the end of 2023 to look at, okay, if there's war out here and two sides are being pitted against one another, one is bad, but the other one says the other is bad, everyone is pointing fingers and placing blame and making wrong. The opportunity for you is to look within yourself. Where am I waging war? Where am I creating separation? Where am I casting judgment? Where am I making something bad or wrong less or more? Where am I making something better or something more important or sacred? And looking at that in yourself, where are you creating internal battles? And seeing how the outside world reflects in your inner world. And once you work on the things in your inner world, they can then translate into your outer world. And this is how, in the quantum nature of reality, the micro, just you, just me, just us as a singular entity and being, because we are connected to the whole, because we are part of the infinite web of life, our power, our transformation, our peace emanates out through the entire web of life, through the tapestry of consciousness and existence. And so the macro is changed by the micro. Now, this can be a lot more difficult if you're in a war-torn country, if you're experiencing this trauma and unbelievable suffering firsthand. So this video is primarily for the people who are getting caught in those stories and it's not in your personal experience right now and you're feeling overwhelmed. You're letting the fear and the craziness of what is going on somewhere else in the world, that very important to remember, we would not have known about even like 100 years ago, maybe 200 years ago. You would not have known if there was war being waged in another part of the world because you would be so far away. That's not a reason to not know about it or to have feelings about it. Of course, we have family, we have people, we have cultures and communities that are sharing in this horrible, horrific experience. But this video is aimed at those of us who are not experiencing this firsthand, but are being impacted and affected by the residual energies of what's going on in the world. Now, for those of you who might be watching this somehow, who are experiencing this firsthand, the only thing I can say to you is God bless you and Goddess hold you. And in my experience of working with people who have been through even some of the most unimaginable trauma, there is always a lesson, there is always greater wisdom on the other side. And I don't know what that will be for you, but I pray in every way that there comes a day when you see, feel, hear, and experience the reason why you survived something so unimaginable and so horrific. That being said, my intention is to support all of us in transforming that relationship to war, to wrong, to othering within ourselves. How can you, especially with what's been going on in the world the last few years, COVID, everything, if you found yourself really caught up in the fear, something that's interesting is that fear is actually the number one suppressant of our immune system. So if you are getting caught up in fear, your body is actually afraid and shutting down in many ways. And that can be extremely harmful and damaging to your overall sense of well-being, to your mental health, obviously to your physical health, and to your spiritual health. So what you can do that is so much more helpful than getting stuck in all the stories and all the worry and all of the things that are going on in the news and all over people's posts and like all of the things, and just getting yourself so worked up and feeling this panic and this total overwhelm or anxiety. And this goes for anything, but I'm particularly talking about what's happening in Israel and Palestine at this moment in history. The best thing you can do for those people is send love to them. Is send love to the country, is send love to the people who are hurting so badly that they would inflict this kind of harm and violence on other people. Full stop. That goes for both sides. Those people are in pain. Evil, true evil in the world comes from deep pain and self-hatred, which is painful. And I know a lot of us know what that feels like. To hate yourself, to loathe yourself in some way, to not approve of something about who you are, and it to make you feel horrible, and it to make you act horrible sometimes. This is just a very extreme case of that kind of self-loathing being projected outwards in an attempt to alleviate it from oneself. That's what's happening here. People who are in deep pain are trying to unburden themselves from some of that ache by inflicting pain on others. That's what's happening. That's how abuse and violence are perpetuated in our world. And so what we can do is create more love and more joy and more nourishment for ourselves and everyone around us, for our home, for our pets, for our families, for our friends. I experienced this really escalated during my retreat in Scotland. I was healing 30 women from around the world in some of the deepest, most transcendent and transformative rituals I have ever experienced, and certainly I have ever led. It was one of my most powerful retreats ever. And my team, I hadn't been on my phone, and my team sort of filled me in, not really on what was going on. And I was like, oh my God. And they're like, do you want to say anything? And I was like, right now, I'm doing the most important thing I can do. I'm healing people. I'm healing women. I'm helping them exorcise their demons and their pain. I'm helping them find the remedies to their ailments and what will soothe their wounds. And I know that when we do that, it has an effect on the whole. We think we are small. We think we're insignificant. We're not. In your version of reality, you are everything and everyone, even the conflict. So we have to look at even the micro ways. I think about, child abuse. That's just something so unimaginable to me. And animal abuse, like beautiful little innocent beings. Like, how could you ever harm one of them? Ever. And I think about the ways that I used to harm my inner child every single day. Shutting her down, making her wrong, telling her no, not letting her wear what she wants to wear or be who she wants to be, thinking I have to keep myself quiet, suppressing any voice that I wanted to share with the world. We do that every day to ourselves. Same with the earth. We say we want our politicians, we want leaders to take care of the earth, and then we're ordering all of our shit from Amazon. No. I'm not doing that shit. Looking around this big ass beautiful crib, all secondhand, except for the books, obviously, but a lot of them are. Everything. Art, flea markets, lights. And we have to be in integrity in that way in all of the things that are important to us, or else we're not actually embodying their importance. And if we want to change the world and we want to live in a more peaceful, harmonious world, we have to create peace and harmony within ourselves. It starts within. You are important. You are significant. So one of the things that I really recommend is putting down your phone. Put down your phone. Set it down, away, first 2 hours of the morning, 1 hour in the middle of the day, whatever it is. Put down your phone. Ideally, go into nature, lay on the earth, somewhere, anywhere, in a park, in a forest, anywhere you can find. Lay down in nature. Be still, be calm, be quiet, breathe into your bones, feel the earth element that is your body. Communicate with your body. Communicate with the internal battles, with the struggles that are going on, the conflict. See how you can find solutions. And ask nature. Ask Mother and Father Nature how you can find peace and stillness within yourself. Read a book. I personally love fantasy. I was like looking down here, I got a little stack of fantasy that are some of my favorites. Go into a world that helps remind you that magic is real and possible, and perhaps, hopefully, inspires you to bring that magic home into this world. How can you do that? That's a huge thing that I do with my magic and my powers. That's how I've trained my cats to walk up mountains with me without a leash. Is I have found magic in books, in fairy tales, in children's stories that allow me to feel inspired and activated and motivated and create those powers within myself and within my life. And the more powerful you come, the more impact you have on the whole. Not like power over, but sourcing power to generate into this fabric of reality. Again, that is just you. So if you become more empowered and focus your attention, your intention on love and peace, rather than getting frustrated or feeling bad about who someone is or angry at one and not the other and blame and shame, if you send love to all of that, if you can find it in your heart to hold the wounded little children inside of all of those people that are causing massive harm to others right now, if you can bring them into your embrace and hold them and nourish them, oh my goddess, the peace and forgiveness that you will experience and the transformation of energy that you will send into the fabric of reality. Love is more powerful than fear. Love is more powerful than hate. People can generate power that is, let's not even say dark, but sourced from something other than love. You can generate power from anger. And anger has created a lot of important movements in the world throughout history. Women's rights, civil rights, gay rights. Anger has been a powerful motivator. And pain can be a powerful motivator too. Look what's happening. So how can you deal with your pain? Can you sit quietly? Can you journal about it? Can you find a friend who's open to talking to you about it? Holding space for you, crying together, going out and doing a rage ritual. I'm gonna make another video about that. But dealing with the overwhelm, you really get to look at, okay, what's happening outside of me? What is the thing outside of me that's overwhelming me? How can I look within myself and create the solution and act upon it? So if it's other people, if it's like my relationship to other people, what they think about me, that's what's overwhelming me. How can I look at my relationship to myself? How much of myself am I being or not? If I'm not letting myself be myself, is that the thing that then makes me feel overwhelmed by my relationship with other people? Because I'm creating a story that I shouldn't be myself or I won't be accepted or whatever. Anxiety is about future or past. Breathe here now. This is how the elements will support you. Breath, presence. being right here, right now. Water, again, like I said, cry with a friend. Your emotions, feel everything. Give yourself permission to feel everything. Fire, take action. Earth, body, nature, movement, dance, yoga, healing, breath, presence, communication, expression, emotion, feeling, sensuality, sexuality, creativity. Make some art with your grief. Write a poem, sing a song, play a drum, do a dance. What does your anxiety want to move through your body? Do that. Give it that opportunity. Fire is the combination of them all. Action, motivation, transformation, taking a different path, committing to a different pattern, a different behavior in all of the elements. And without any pressure, but if you feel like a supportive, conscious community would be impactful for you during this time, my program, Witch School, that is a super magical, beautiful, healing opportunity to step into your power, is on sale through October and is always open to you. Zero pressure, but just if that's something that would support you during this time, please come join the coven. Otherwise, for all of you, this information is absolutely free. Take it, use it. Go out into nature and put your phone away. Journal, feel your feelings, cry your tears, take deep breaths. Look at what stories outside of you are creating the most fear. How can you give love to them? How can you give love to yourself? How can you look at all of the people that you might judge or blame or have negative feelings about and send them love? Send the hurting child inside of them acceptance and understanding, so that then maybe they might feel that peace so strongly within themselves that then they start creating peace rather than harm or violence. We can change the quantum fabric of reality like that. Fix yourself good food. Nourish your body during this time. Move, dance, sing, scream, cry. Be the Holy Mother and Divine Father that helps lift you and encourage you. To become who you're meant to be. To step into your most magical life. Because I'm telling y'all, the world needs us right now. And she does not need us to be more fearful. And she does not need us to be more cowardly. She needs us to be brave. She needs us to be courageous. She needs us to take action. She needs us to do something different, to think differently, to not be enslaved in our minds and in our bodies and in our spirits. We have to be liberated. We have to be free. We have to snap out of what the media is trying to tell us to think and feel. We have to create autonomy and sovereignty and inner authority, personal authority, sovereign authority in order to create change in this world. Because if we keep following the bullshit and like what's normal right now, it's not safe. It's not good for us. It's not sustainable at all. 0%. So start creating the change within yourself. Start creating the peace and the harmony. The treaties, the alliances between the warriors and the lovers within you. Find a way to create more love instead of hate and fear for yourself, for your inner child, for the people around you. Wear what you want to wear. Let your inner child be who they want to be so that you stop creating even micro abuses in your life that then ripple out into macro abuse in the world. Do the absolute best you can. Breathe. Believe in magic. Believe in yourself, in your power, and your potential. I hope this video serves and supports you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this if you think it will support someone. I am Mia Magik, and as always, it is such a pleasure to welcome you to your most magical life.